Yeah, it sounds cool, but there's a lot that goes into it, a lot of parts that aren't great.
This is why people think you hate me. I feel like if enough people are commenting about something, it's like, okay, I'm sure a lot of people are wondering.
I had a feeling you'd come back and save me.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the vlog. Zach and I have a very early morning tomorrow, so I thought I would start it out tonight because something tells me we're not gonna want to talk tomorrow, but Zach, Chef Zach, I should say, do you want to explain what's going to be happening tomorrow?
Getting well, I don't know how to pronounce it, endoscopy. They go through your throat into your stomach and hopefully figure out what's going on.
And because I feel like we haven't done a good job updating, like I get a lot of comments saying like, how's Zach doing, by the way? You've been feeling sick for 2 months now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily sure it's like the same thing that originally happened to, so.
Yeah, maybe
could be
stomach.
different.
A lot of stomach
Well, now
pain.
it is, yeah.
Hopefully we get some answers. He's having one last meal before the big test. And what is this? Rice and
Big
chickpeas?
lentils, chickpeas, tomatoes.
He got,
chopped it all up.
yeah, he got each individual ingredient and chopped all of it up. So.
Just got done chopping.
Yeah, what's this? And tonight is the most wholesome night of the week, Bachelor Monday.
I know that I messed up, wish I could take it back, but it doesn't matter when you look at me like that.
And then I stopped vlogging yesterday. So it is now Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get it together, Clancy. Yesterday we got some good news and some bad news. The good news is that the doctor didn't find anything. Like there's no diagnosis. He went in there with the endoscopy, which you basically swallow a camera, you're asleep for it, and then they go in and they look at your esophagus and your insides and all of that, and the doctor said everything looked normal to him. The bad news is everything looked normal and there's no treatment if you can't find what's wrong. You know what I mean? Like Zach has just been in so much pain these past, I mean, it's been 2 months now. It's been over 2 months and he's just in so much pain in his stomach. It's getting worse and we're just not able to find out exactly like what it is and what is happening and how to cure it. And it's obviously so frustrating for him. So obviously I'm so thankful like the doctor didn't find anything awful, but I don't know, like, it's just, I don't know, like, I feel so bad, like, watching, obviously, someone who you love be in just constant pain, and, like, for Zach to be in pain, it's pain. Like, I stubbed my toe, and I'm like, let's go to the emergency room, but Zach is obviously, you know, a big, strong guy, like, for him to be, like, writhing in pain, it's painful, and so the next step is going to be getting an ultrasound. The doctor also did like a biopsy, so those results can come back, but ultrasound is the next test. I don't know. At this point, it just feels like yeah, very frustrating, obviously. And I do want to say I really appreciate it when people leave comments saying like maybe he has this or this or this, but we do ask just for the time being for those comments not to happen just because it's just a lot. Like when I don't know if you guys remember, I got like really bad migraines almost a year ago. Do you know how many messages I got from people who were well-intentioned, they were so kind, but so many messages from people telling me I was probably experiencing internal bleeding in my brain because they either knew someone who did or they were a nurse. This truly did happen to people, right? But it just so happened that's not what I was experiencing, and that also freaked me out so much. Like it's just really hard to diagnose someone when you don't hear their full story. So we're just going to continue, you know, working with the doctors. It's obviously like a crazy thing that we're leaving to go to Nashville in less than 2 weeks and doing our whole travel thing. So it's like bad timing. And it's just like, I don't know, I feel bad. And like there are some people who have been commenting like that's kind of like what sparked the whole, if you guys remember like the Donna thing when Zach was really mad at comments, because that's the thing, it's like you freak out, not him, but just anyone. Like this has happened to me. Like I might like really just go in with a response comment to someone because of what 10 other people said before that. Like it was just like that one last straw, and I'm sorry to Donna or whoever that last straw is, but it's like that's what happens. And people have commented like, oh, Zach is not in a good mood, or like blah da 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 da. He's sick, like he's been sick for 2 months, okay? So anyway, this is me now sticking up for him because yeah, like you can comment bad about me, but don't say anything about Zach or my family or my friends. It is so doomy and gloomy today, and I feel like some days I like this, I like it, but not today because first of all, I'm all alone. Zach is in the office today. I think they had like a lunch. You guys know he normally works from home totally, but once every couple of weeks he'll go in. So it's so empty and quiet without him. And yeah, it's just the vibe in here. This is just not it today. I'm also starting to get a little overwhelmed with all that I have to do. And like, as you can see, I basically just gave up on like, I don't know, organization because I'm just gonna be packing things. So I haven't even like taken out, I showed you guys last week, like the robe I ordered and all of this stuff, packing cubes. I just have shorts over there. Like, this is so not me, but there's no point in putting things away. And actually, I just picked this up yesterday. I ordered from Abercrombie just like plain t-shirts because why can't I open this? Ugh, there we go, the thumb coming in clutch. Obviously, when I'm traveling, I am not gonna be bringing a ton of clothes. I'm gonna have, you know, some. I'm just gonna have a lot less options than a normal person. And the thing is, you're not gonna wanna re-wear over and over again the same crazy pattern shirt or dress because it like really stands out. So I got a lot of just like basic tees. So like for example, this one is tan. I have another one inside that's white, one that's like a little lighter than this. Just ordered a black one. This is kind of, this color's not really my favorite, but it's okay. And it just feels and looks a lot better when you're re-wearing something that is very neutral. It's like less obvious, you know what I mean? So that's why I got these, and I just have so much I need to do. You know what? One thing I've been putting off, let's go to Lowe's. I need to try to get some moving boxes.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around, but there's something about.
Guys, I have a very big dilemma. I'm here at TJ Maxx trying to get a suitcase for our travels, and I have 3 options. I just don't know which one to pick. So first of all, this one's the cutest. I want this so badly, but you can see it's like significantly smaller than the others, so it's not the most practical, but it's so cute. This one, I mean, look how big this guy is. He even like expands, but black is so ugly. And then this is kind of like in the middle. It's like kind of cute, not as cute as the other. Definitely bigger. If we go over here, it's bigger than Juicy. I don't know. I'm back home, and are you guys ready for the big reveal? Boom! I thought this was like a really good compromise because the Juicy Couture was just too small, and I didn't explain this when I was talking before, but I need as big as we can get because obviously we're not flying. I'm just trying to stuff as many things into probably 2 suitcases. We'll probably do like 2 suitcases each. So this is what I went with. I think the color is pretty hideous, but my thing with the black is if we fly anywhere, even just in the future, having a black suitcase and just trying to find it in the baggage claim, that's a nightmare. So that's good. And then in here, I do have 2 other huge ones, and then we do have a couple small ones as well. So I think we should be good. It's gonna be so interesting when we start packing. Also, a lot of people requested that I show you my empty closet after donating and selling so many of my clothes. This isn't even satisfying. Why do I still have so many clothes? It's a lot, but I always say, if you're feeling like stressed about something or like, oh my gosh, turn it into excitement. Like all of this is a good problem to have. So I'm feeling good. Just feeling like there's a lot to still get done. And at Lowe's, they didn't even have medium boxes, and I feel like medium is what we truly need. So I just got some large, some small, and maybe I'll start packing this week. This is also like, it's a lot. I now need to do a little bit of computer work. I'm actually uploading my very first sponsored Instagram post today. I've never done one on Instagram. It's for Lulu's. Update on my manager, by the way. You guys know I got a manager like a couple of weeks ago. It was this whole big thing of me not choosing to go with this one company because of things. You can watch that vlog, just go back. But I love my manager. Like, she is so organized. Like, and that is just my thing. Like, I cannot work with like a type. Is type B a thing? You always hear people being like, I'm type A. Like, I've never heard anyone say I'm type B, but I need to work with people who are type A like me. Like, when it comes to like working together and like if you're on my team, like I can work in an environment with someone who's not type A. Like, for example, Zach's not type A. But if you're like on my team or we're working together, like I need a type A person. And like, she's just so like organized in her emails. And how it works is she'll kind of just shoot me an email every, I don't know, we just started this, so it's like every few days being like, these are the brands that are interested in working with you. This is the budget that they're, you know, offering. These are the requirements. And she even gives like little insights, like I don't recommend this, I do recommend it, like just different things like that. So I'm loving it. So I have to do that. I have to go through one of the ones she emailed me. And also, like, I'm now realizing now that I have a manager and, like, I'm obviously getting a lot more, you know, I have someone out there who's, like, searching for deals. So I'm getting a lot more offers. Planning, like, okay, wait, we're not trying to do, like, 8 sponsors in a month, that type of thing. So I told her, though, just being blunt with you guys, she asked me, how many sponsored posts would I be interested in doing in a month? Like, what do I want my number to be? And I told her, I don't want there to be a number because, first of all, like, I don't want us to be like, we have to, like, let's say it was 6. I'm just saying a number out of nowhere. I don't want to be like, we have to hit 6 and we only have 5 and then I work with a brand I don't believe in. And then I don't want it to be the other way around either. Like, let's say I'm like, okay, the number is 6, but 6 is a very high number. I'm literally just using any number. But then my dream brand offers and I'm like, no, I only said I'd work with this many. So I just want it to be like a very organic thing. And I'm also having to utilize an agenda, which in the news industry, I never even used one of these. I know it sounds crazy, but like everything was just in my head, like interview Friday, 11:30, like I can't explain it. With this, oh no, I have like things all over the place in my head. Like, okay, this sponsorship in September, this is it. Like, this is needed. This is very needed. And by the way, can I just say, thank you guys so much for being so supportive as I start to do sponsorships. You have no idea, like, it means so much to me. You guys are just so kind, and I'm not worthy at all, but really, thank you.
We're talking to each other. I know we feel the same about the situation, like we're stuck inside a game. Time to get out of this circle. Yeah, we both carry a scar. Let's rewrite the part we're playing. Time to cherish.
It is 6:01. I am done for the day, and I actually feel so good about myself, which I'm gonna be honest, I have not been feeling lately. I just feel like I've been putting off the whole moving thing. Like, but the thing is, it's like I didn't really have a choice. We're obviously not just gonna like put things in boxes and keep them there for a month ahead of time, but it's just been bothering me that I have just all of these tasks to do, and then finally I am starting to do it. So I know this probably doesn't look like a lot of progress at all. It's really not. I just cleared my bookcase, random knickknacks, pictures, basically the things that made this apartment our apartment, put it in boxes. So I so far packed up 3 small boxes, and it's actually so much fun. It's like a game, like Tetris, trying to figure out how to make it all fit. But it just feels so good to start. I feel like so often I have like this huge task ahead of me and I just do nothing because I'm just like paralyzed. Like, I can't get all this done. But it's just, you just have to create small goals. Like today, honestly, my goal was, I was like, just put the boxes together. But then that got me going, like, all right, let's try to like start packing. So I'm feeling great. Like, this is what I've needed, just like a little bit of momentum. And then I think tomorrow I'm going to try to pack up more boxes. And yeah, I'm finally feeling like things are coming together. And it's also weird because there are so many people that I really want to see before I leave. And I'm realizing like I only have days left. I don't know how I'm gonna squeeze it all in, especially because I also have to like work, like not work, but just do all this, like do all the packing. So I don't know. As you can see, and I feel really bad about it, today was probably not my most positive day. And I feel bad about it because today I uploaded a vlog where I was so happy, in such a good mood. I'm getting so many comments on this video that I'm responding to right now of people being like, we love seeing Happy Clancy, oh my gosh. And all I'm thinking is, well, today I'm recording the most depressing vlog ever. Not really, but I just think it's obvious that I'm just like a little overwhelmed, and obviously there are certain things that maybe I don't talk about on here that are bothering me. I'm feeling a little off, but this definitely helped. And honestly, I'm just excited. Okay guys, I was about to say, I'm excited to take off my makeup, take a shower, and get into comfy clothes. Does it get any more comfy than this? Like, I've been in comfy clothes all day, but I have clothes that are even comfier, believe it or not. There are like different levels to the comfy clothes if you're like me and you live in them.
One quote that I always tell myself is, if it was easy, everyone would do it. So I always say that to myself when I'm struggling through a run or just struggling through a workout. Like, there's a reason this is hard, because if it wasn't hard, everyone would run 5 miles. Not that I run 5 miles. I normally run 2. 1 second, green light, okay. All right, another red light. So yeah, with this whole moving thing, it is just like a lot. It sounds really cool and like, oh my gosh, to say like I'm gonna be traveling the country for a year, like how awesome. I won't have a home, nomad life. Yeah, it sounds cool, but there's a lot that goes into it, a lot of parts that aren't great. And is this car gonna go? Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, I'm just talking to you as I'm driving. So there are a lot of panhandlers in Cincinnati. It's those people who, you know, they hang out at like intersections asking for money, and they maybe have like cardboard signs. And I just watched a panhandler curse someone out for driving away. Like, he started throwing up his fists and everything. Oh, another red light, another opportunity to speak with you guys. I'm just being honest with all the feels right now, but today I'm in like such a better mood. I honestly, guys, I'm not kidding. The weather impacts my entire life. Like, yesterday was so gloomy and I just felt it in my soul. Like, there was no getting back from that. And then today it's sunny and magically I feel great. Like, it is so weird. And it's another reason why I'm so excited to get the heck out of Cincinnati this fall/winter. Well, this is embarrassing. So I just went to Lowe's to get more boxes and I made it not too far from my car, but I cannot go inside with these. Like, it was just so much more heavy than you'd think. It's like 12 of them. I have a bad shoulder. My hero has come. I drive. Let's go, Zach. It's heavier than one might think, right? Is that the way you do it?
Yeah.
I've actually made so much progress today. All morning, all I did was just packing stuff, and I tackled one of the hardest parts, which isn't just hard like physically organizing, but mentally trying to figure out what clothes I'm bringing, because that is like the big question. How much can I bring? Like, am I just gonna have to wear the same shirt every day? Like, I don't know. I don't know how much is gonna fit. Like, I'm kind of just playing it by ear for now, but I packed up all of my coats. These are just hangout clothes and like cute dresses. These are all of my work clothes. Like, I know it doesn't even look like that much. You're like, Clancy, just 3 boxes? That took me hours because, oh, wait till you see this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more garbage bags full of things I'm donating. If you remember a few vlogs ago, I showed you I had just as many. Like, I have seriously probably donated, like, including these, probably 20 bags at this point. I've just gone through so much. Okay, are you ready? This actually is satisfying now. Boom! Look at this! And these are some of the things that I am going to be keeping, probably just putting in storage. I still need to go through a lot of this. Still need to go through shoes, but like, oh my gosh, finally that closet is empty. And then my other closet is so empty too. Like, this is all obviously Zach stuff, and then these I'm probably bringing because even though we're really only going to like warm climate places when we come home for Christmas, it's obviously cold in New York and Ohio where Zach is from, and I am so happy I started now, because I was even thinking yesterday, I'm like, I feel like I'm kind of starting early. Meanwhile, we move a week from tomorrow, so that's not even that early, and there's still just so much to get done. But I feel like these medium boxes, where are they? They're gonna be key. It's funny because one of the YouTubers I watch, Renee Amberg, is also moving right now, and it's just so crazy to see how calm and in control she is. She's moved quite a bit over the past few years. Like, she moved from New York City to Florida even, but like everything about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, you're everything I'm not. Like, she just has everything under control, and she's like not stressed at all, and I don't know how. I feel like my natural energy though is just like chaos. Like, if I were to sum it up in one word, I turn like the most calm situations into like just chaotic energy. I can't help it. It's just who I am. This is no exception. Like, big events, when these happen, like, it really shows. Also, it's really interesting because I'm not gonna lie, guys, for like moving content, people live for moving vlogs. I don't like just watching someone pack up their stuff for like a 2-minute montage. Like, that's not interesting to me. So I'm not really providing that content for you guys if you like it, but that's just because it's so hard for me to shoot things and do things that I don't like. Like, I like doing what I like to watch, because editing that even bores me. Like, I can't. So I think yesterday, like, the total montage of me packing, I ended up clipping it down to like 5 seconds. Just, yeah, I'm just not into that. My coworker has returned. Did yesterday feel so wrong without me with you?
I was gonna say, where have I been? I've been here all day.
No, but yesterday was, and plus it was the gloomiest day. It was just so lonely.
I'm back.
This is why people think you hate me. Like, no energy, just I'm back.
It's 4:41 in my day. You've been prancing around all day.
Prancing around, Zach. I'm about to like kill someone. This has been awful. And by the way, yes, guys, I've added even more garbage bags since we last spoke. I don't want to hear about it.
I'm always like up early, working hard and stuff, and Clancy just like rolls out of bed.
Oh my God, you're such a liar. It's not even funny. But actually, Zach and I were, actually, I feel like I tell you guys like, oh my gosh, I'm stressed. And then I kind of get over it. I'm like, I'm not stressed anymore. Like, life is good. We're all gonna be okay. And then someone has to like always add a stress. Zach, as I was in there, was just like, he's getting an ultrasound on Monday of next week, so a few days from now. And he's like, what happens if they find something and they have to operate? And then I have to, like, obviously, like, we have our Nashville trip just days after the ultrasound. He's like, would you go to Nashville? Would you stay?
We're putting the cart before the horse here, or whatever the saying is, but I mean, I've been saying this for a while. I'm hoping they find something so I can feel better. Say it's like my appendix and they have to take it out. What would we do?
I'm telling Zach, because he does not like his doctors here. Like, let's just go to Nashville and get new doctors. But I also told him, of course, I would not just leave him in the dust.
Well, no, I mean, I would told her that I would want her to go. I mean, the money's been spent already, and I wouldn't tell you to, like, not go. If I could, like, post up at my parents' for, like, 2-3 weeks and just heal up so you could just go enjoy it how you've been picturing it.
But I've been picturing it with us. I wouldn't want.
Yeah, obviously I'd want to be healthy. Go.
And by the way, so I gave them a little update, obviously, that when we went for the ultrasound, they said nothing was wrong. When
the
you
endoscopy.
Or sorry, when we went for the endoscopy, what was your reaction? You're coming out of anesthesia, and like, did you like ask the doctor like, so did you find anything?
No, I mean, I think I was just like coming back. I was like just trying to figure out, get your bearings, but supposedly I was saying something.
Oh, the nurse. Okay, the nurse
whatever.
comes back to me, and she's like, "Oh man, he's a talker, all right." And I kind of just laughed, and then she just I cannot even explain it. She gave me just the weirdest look. I don't know what you said to her, but I'm nervous. But yeah, we're just hoping to get some answers, obviously before the trip especially.
Good thing I did a CT scan of my chest.
Oh yeah, tell them about that.
I've had rib and stomach problems. My doctor ordered me a CT scan of my chest. After I already paid for it and I showed up, I didn't know it was of my chest, and then obviously...
But he is not having chest problems.
It came back crystal clear.
And how much did you have to pay?
Like $500, $550.
Yeah, I don't know. We have like so much that's up in the air, but I'm just the packing girl. This feels so freaking satisfying. Except, I'm not gonna lie, guys, like, I feel so weird right now and like wasteful and just bad about myself thinking about how much I am giving away. Like, this isn't even the half of it. I already did such a big Goodwill trip, 2 separate Goodwill trips. I don't know, like, I'm feeling like, wow, like, why did I buy all of this stuff that clearly I don't need and I don't want? But it's just, I have not done a big donation in so long. Like, a lot of this is even from like high school. Some of it's not, some of it's literally just like, wow, why did I buy that last year? But I don't know. It is what it is, and it feels really good to purge all of this stuff. Like, there were a few things where I'm like, oh, but I feel bad, you know, clearing that out. Well, what's the point if you're not gonna wear it? And also, something to address that I have gotten this comment. Oh my gosh, wait, this is so weird. No! Normally I put you guys like on these stacked books that makes you so much higher, but I packed the books. Do I have anything? Okay, this is a little bit better, but I have gotten a lot of comments on my videos saying like, Neil's calling. Hello?
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
where you at?
Nothing.
Sound like you.
I just got off the phone with Neil and it was 57 minutes of chatter. I feel like whenever we talk on the phone, it's either like a really long chat or we're just not gonna go at each other at all. And before he called, I was going to address one piece of controversy, but him calling just reminded me, I actually have another thing I want to address as well. Just a couple of comments I've been getting, and I have been responding to them individually, but I feel like if enough people are commenting about something, it's like, okay, I'm sure a lot of people are wondering this. So first things first, I've gotten a lot of comments about people who are like, wait a minute, with you traveling across the country, leaving Cincinnati, what about Neil? Because for those of you who don't know, Neil moved to Cincinnati a year and a half ago-ish, and he had been living in North Carolina. He originally moved to North Carolina because he was in the Marine Corps, got out of the Marine Corps, was living with his girlfriend, and he really just had no reason to be in North Carolina anymore because he was done with the Marines, he had broken up with his girlfriend, and it was kind of just like, there was nothing there for him. So he was kind of just trying to figure out like, what should my next step be? Where should I move? And I told him like, Cincinnati, I love it here. It's affordable. The people are great. I just love the lifestyle. And I just said like, just move to Cincinnati. Why the heck not? And one thing led to another, and he ended up moving here, which was awesome. And I obviously do feel bad leaving, but it's not like he didn't move to Cincinnati for me, like to be with me. It was just, I'm a human being who's close with him who recommended the city. Now he has his own like path path in Cincinnati, you know? He has his own job, he knows his own people, like, he is living his own life. And of course, you know, he's my brother, but we honestly talk on the phone more than we see each other in person. And we live 2 minutes away from each other. I know that's insane, but the big thing is I can't go over his apartment, which sucks, but like I physically can't. I am so unbelievably allergic to his apartment with his dog and his cat, and because his cat like rips up the screen, he can't ever open windows. So like truly, like I think like all of just the dander and just the allergies are so locked in his apartment, and I die when I go over there. I try, I really do, and it every single time it results in like just really, really bad allergies. And I do feel bad leaving, but at the same time, it's like life is short. You can't, like, that'd make no sense if I stayed in Cincinnati so that we could live close to each other but see each other once every couple of weeks. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And it's almost like when I moved from New York to Ohio. I felt bad. It was sad leaving all of my friends and family members behind, but you just gotta do you. I know that sounds selfish, but sometimes you do have to be selfish. So that is one order of business that a lot of people have been asking about. The other one, a lot of people are saying, and I have responded to this individually as well, but I feel like a lot of people are probably wondering this. Wait a minute, like you always said you couldn't afford all of these things, and now suddenly you quit your job and you're able to afford it. And it is true. If you have watched my videos over these past couple of months, I have been spending more. I've had quite a few more hauls. I've done a lot more shopping. I've obviously spent all of this money on Airbnbs. But here's the thing. It's not that I was never able to afford these things. It's just that I chose not to buy them. Just because you can buy something doesn't mean you should. Like, technically, can I afford these things? Yeah. But I'd rather that money in my bank account. And one huge thing, and this is something that I know hits so many people and where so many people go wrong, is lifestyle creep, where you get a promotion at work, you get a raise, you get a new job, where you get a huge extra chunk of money each month in your bank account. And then you end up spending that much more money because you're like, wow, I make this much more, so I'm going to spend this much more. And what ends up happening is nothing happens to your bank account. You don't save any more money. You can't afford that beautiful home. You can't, put away that much more each and every month because you're spending it. And it's as if you never even got a raise in the first place. So I was conscious that when I went from Dayton to Cincinnati, I got a very big raise. I think it was like 1.5 times, something like that. It was huge. Nothing changed. I still spent the same exact amount on rent. I think it's like somewhere in the 700s, because obviously this apartment is nicer than my Dayton one, but I'm splitting this with Zach, and my Dayton one wasn't very nice. So I'm just literally nothing changed. But what did change, what is so satisfying, way more satisfying than buying a designer item, is I'm looking at my bank account and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like it's just increasing and I'm not really doing anything. Like, that's awesome. And it's simply because like my lifestyle never changed. So right now I am in a season of life where I'm not going to be saving as much. I mean, I spent a lot on the Airbnbs. It's really nice because I already did it. Like, they're done. I spent the money. It's not like I have to worry about it each month, but I'm in more of a spending season. But what's great is that I can be in more of a spending season because I was in a saving one, So it kind of ebbs and flows, but I am still very cautious and careful with my money. I'm not buying like designer. That's just, and it's not a hate. Like, if you like designer, you like it. It's just never interested me. And I have always been so clueless. Guys, I was walking at the mall yesterday. How crazy is this? In high school, I legitimately thought that when people referred to designer items, they were talking about Abercrombie. I legitimately thought Abercrombie and Hollister were considered designer. Okay, I didn't know until college that a bag, like a purse, could cost more than $1,000. I had no idea. I thought that a $100 purse was designer because I literally thought I was buying designer. Like, I'm not kidding. It's so embarrassing. It is so humiliating, but it's so true. And it's just the way I like grew up and was raised. Yeah, I'm in a fun season of life. It's not going to be permanent. It is not sustainable for it to be permanent, for me to be, spending a lot of money, but I'm just living it up, okay? And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how every night should end. I've got my Love Island. I've got my Zach. You're so zoomed in, it's great. And I was going to continue it into the weekend, but I think I'm just going to do a separate vlog. So, yeah, I'm all mysterious right now. You can't see me, even though, hello, you can see me. But, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. You're the best. Talk to you next time. Bye.
Up though.